Oh yes, it is not a friendly day outside at all. Please, don't stay out here in the weather. You are more than welcome to enter my humble abode and share the fire with me.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Well, traveler. Well, I gotta say, this has actually been a week of ups and downs for the old Irish fella. Now, I survived the 4th day at work in the low power old man work regime. Yes, I spent another day in the warehouse with almost nobody bothering me and me working at my own pace. Yes, I am a team player. But if you have seen my I do what I want rant, I'll tell you how I was twisted off by this raggedy motherfucker you're looking at right now. That's right. And I have to thank this man because he is making me step out of my comfort zone again. Yes. So, in the spirit of Undead Chronic, this is the Irish fellow's first response video. Yes. Now, this gentleman you see on the right is named Brian E Bothwell. He is, let's just say he's a hippie person. And when I went to my second decomp and took my Sifu act on the road, he was one of the people that really responded to it. And I formed a bond with this man. So, I was thinking a little while back, I need to get a hold of this fella because I know he will appreciate the fact that I am, not being static, but I'm pursuing radical self-actualization. And I'm becoming a much better person because that's what I want to do. That's what I say all the time in my videos. And I figured this man right here would understand. Now, I really don't know a lot about this fella. Now, I know he's a photographer, and the previous picture, we'll take a quick peek at that. Yes, this is one that his company made as a way of introducing him to the other employees when he started a new job somewhere. It's like, hey, pretty good. But, and it isn't a big deal that I don't know much about this fella, because, as I've said before, I tend to take people at face value. Now, I certainly did not see much of this man, and it was in, let us say, unique circumstances, but I still considered him a good friend. However, this gentleman seems to be concerned about me. He he reached out to me in a message through Facebook a while back, and he said he wanted to talk to me because he was concerned about some of my Facebook posts. Now, if you remember the I Do What I Want rant, I shared some of my recent Facebook posts from the past, 7 days or so. And you can look at those and you can say, well damn, this Sifu guy don't look like a raggedy motherfucker who's ready to shank you or put two to the back of your head. He's a little weird, yeah, that's kind of obvious, but, the guy is trying, and, he's trying to be a team player by lifting the spirituality of everyone around him. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I do now. That's what gives me pleasure and joy and helps me fulfill my karma. Okay. No problem, right? Well, I tell you, man. It comes back to that self-validation deal. You gotta get validation from and for yourself. Now, other people may provide you some, but ultimately, when that alarm goes off at 3:30 and you gotta drag your tired ass out of bed and go to work in a nasty, dirty, dangerous environment for 10 hours, and you're like, oh, fuck. Yeah, but you sack it up and you do it because that's what men do. And you also know, I've said repeatedly, the Irish fellow lives in the brutal honesty regime. And I got my shit on blast because I got nothing to hide. That's why all my ranting is on the channel. I could very easily change the settings of all my videos to private. But what for? I want other people to find my stuff. I want them to watch and say, what the fuck is up with this raggedy motherfucker? Yeah, they'll probably say that at first, but if they're paying attention, they'll see it as like, oh, wow, I thought he was fucked up as a football bat, but, he's making progress. And that's what anybody wants, especially, now with me, especially, I would try to make radical changes in my life, and I don't know why, but, I guess it was my all or nothing personality manifesting itself. I would pretty much abandon all my old friends and just start over with a new group, thinking maybe things would be different. But, as the old saying goes, wherever you go, there you are. And I didn't realize it was me being fucked up and not me picking the wrong friends, although that has happened a time or two. So, here I am, humble man trying to make my way in the world, and, you like to, to look back on your life and say, I've made some changes. And then you want to go back to some older friends who knew you when you were as fucked up as a football bat, and you say, oh, hey, things are different now. I want you to check things out, I want you to see how I've changed, how I've grown, how I've matured, my shit's not wired so tight that I squeak, but I don't shit my pants anymore, That's like, hey, you're making progress. But this raggedy motherfucker has been throwing shade on me constantly. And it pissed me off because it's like, motherfucker, you're the one who saw me at, with the full Sifu act going, when I had it off the hook, and you saw me the next day with the aftermath, when my energy was drained and I was all fucked up, and and went through psychological trauma. And it's like, you know, you've seen my act. You've seen me. And now I'm changing and growing, and I'm trying to share it with you so you will share the success and the celebration with me. But no, you raggedy motherfucker. You're trying to give me the bitch hand. Fuck you. See, I'm trying to be real calm, but it ain't easy. So, I learned, man. You know, finally, you know, after all that drifting and unknown searching, sorry folks, my music is not quite as set up as I thought it was. Okay, yes, so Wake Up World has a beautiful looking meme here. I mean, this guy, he's on his deal of power there, and you can see some of his chakras, and you can see that energy is just radiating from him. And the caption says, "The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new." Yes, Socrates was a bona fide badass motherfucker, and this is absolutely true. And it's one of the mottos I try to live by. It's like, yeah, you know, my whole life was a fucked up mess. Being married to a trad thought who didn't give a fuck about me, but only what she could get from me. You know, someone who enjoyed inflicting psychological and occasional physical abuse on me, and enjoyed it, and got mad when I tried to change things. I was like, no, that's not what you want. Yeah, so all that shit's been kicked to the curb. All those memories are fading away fast, and now I'm building a future. And hell, I'm an old man. I know I don't have much future left, but I'm doing what I can. And let's see, what does that say? Oh man, I can't quite read it. It's from LitterLoneCowboy.com. There's a classic cowboy on the horse, and the caption reads, "Try not to become a person of success, but rather a person of value." Yeah, that's what I want to do, man. It's like, as I said, I want to increase the joy of everybody around me. But, you know, it's difficult when you got raggedy motherfuckers throwing shade on you. So, you know, I got this, what I consider a pretty nasty reaction. And, you know, I'm looking through my phone today, thinking of pictures to show with this presentation, and I stumbled across this one. It's like, yeah. So, you know, that Brian, the way you're reacting to me, it makes me wonder. Now, in your opinion, now, am I an escaped spear chucker who managed to get away from this slave ship? No? Oh, well, maybe. Let's flip the coin over. What's on the other side? Oh, okay. So, you probably think I'm a house nigger who snuck away from the plantation. I mean, the way you're fucking treating me, I might as well be a fucking slave. And, you know, this is from someone who's supposed to be enlightened and tolerant? What the fuck? So, you know, I can see the issue. Now, it's gonna take me a bit to get there, but I hope you can get that third brain cell to fire so you can follow along with me. Now, Ludwig von Mises said, "There is no more dangerous menace to civilization than a government of incompetent, corrupt, or vile men." And that's what we have now. And no, bitch, it ain't fucking Trump. Shut the fuck up with that shit. I'm talking about you blue-pilled simps, betas, and manginas that are enabling the matriarchy to destroy men's lives. That's right. And leftists, they are so into the meme that, the only thing we need to solve our problems is more government. But Freedom Works has presented me an excellent meme that applies perfectly to this situation. Now, leftists always say, they're for the poor and the oppressed and the disadvantaged and the discriminated against. But Reagan broke it down for you raggedy motherfuckers. He said, you can't be for big government, big taxes, and big bureaucracy and still be for the little guy. I can't believe you bitches actually want government to do things like telling you how many sheets of toilet paper you can use to wipe your ass. Or in California, where they enacted such draconian water restrictions, where you could literally go to jail because you washed your clothes and took a shower on the same day. What the fuck? And you raggedy motherfuckers need to recognize something. That bureaucracy always increases. A government program, once it's started, never goes away. Because you sniveling bitches, you hate the poor people. You can't take away that money. Well, bitch, you're taking the money out of my fucking pocket. Now, damn, see, you throw this shade and you say, but because you don't want government to do this. That means you hate the people that government's trying to help. Fuck no. I don't hate anybody. Believe me, I have hated people before, and if you knew I hated you, well, it would be pretty fucking obvious. Okay? Yeah, so, that's right. Never accept the government infringing on your freedom as necessary or justified. Period. You fucking self-entitled bitches, we'll just cry to Big Daddy government and they'll start a program and everything will be better. Fuck no. Recognize, Junior, for every dollar that the government gives to somebody in a, quote, benefit, that means the government took $2 or more from somebody in taxes. So, even your young ass should recognize that what someone has received without working, someone else has worked for without receiving. Now, where's the fairness in that? You gotta take care of these people. Well, bitch, I don't have a problem with that. The problem is, Uncle Sam's got his fucking grubby crumb snatchers in my wallet and taking over half my money. Now, how am I supposed to give $5 to that homeless guy holding up a sign if the government's already taking it from me? Oh, geez. Yeah, it's that obvious, but for some reason, you juvenile delinquents don't understand that shit. That's right. Live free or die. Death is not the worst of evils. You know what's evil? Living under a system like in the Soviet Union, where you're no longer a person. You are just a cog in a machine. And if you complain, 2 to the back of the head. Now, is that really what you want for everybody? Wait a minute. Okay. See. Now, sorry, bro. You're in the land of brutal honesty, and red pill wisdom lets me cut through the bullshit. That is what you want. Because you think, under the system with the leftist in power, you're gonna be on top. Come on now. If you had lived under the Soviet system, you would know how evil it is. I mean, there were literally cases of people being severely punished for exceeding a work quota. Yes, you heard that right. The 5-year plan says you're supposed to produce 100 widgets a week. You produce 120, it's your ass. Yeah, that is no shit. So, where's the incentive? Or, now, I'm an author. I write science fiction. So, according to you leftists, well, you know, that's unfair because this person over here doesn't have creative writing skills, so, yeah, you can't publish. Or, it was real popular under the Soviet system, you can publish if we like it. Fuck you! I don't live in the fucking Soviet Union, I live in America. So, after 32 years of married bondage, I got my freedom. And, you know, that this meme from Motivating Force, yes, it is one that's very applicable to my situation. Now, here's a guy. He's doing his own exile deal, and there's a shitload of birds all around him. None of them are fucking with him. They're just all there. He is so in the zone, they don't give a fuck. They're just doing their thing. And the caption reads, "My mission, to be so busy loving life that I have no time for hate, regret, worry, fret, or fear." That's right. And that's the way I live my life now. Except for you raggedy motherfuckers throwing shade on me, I don't have no negative emotions. Cause I'm busy fulfilling my karma and being a bona fide badass motherfucker. That's right. And you figure, you know, you get your head out of your ass and you check that stopwatch and it's like, whoa, I made it up to 10 seconds, man. You know, hey, I'm doing good. I want to share this with my friends. Well, no problem, man. And you would think your friends would be, oh, yeah, man. It's like, that's fucking outstanding. You know, let's fire up the blunt and celebrate. Oh, hell yeah. But now, of course, you aren't always gonna get it right. So, let's see now. This meme is from TWEEG, I think it's an R. And it says, you gotta be around people who aren't afraid to tell you you're fucking up. Oh, hell yeah. As I mentioned in another video, and I said, hey, I got zero problem with a fellow brother or a good friend coming up to me and saying, yo, man, you're as fucked up as a football bat about this situation. And just like I said in the other video, all right, no problem. Let's go to Dutch Brothers. We'll get some coffee, we'll kick it, we'll talk about it, we'll figure it out. But, you know, this raggedy motherfucker here, there was none of that. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Now, here I am, you know, I'm just a old, alone, crazy Irish fella. All I'm trying to do is fulfill my karma. And if it helps people, that's all good. But it's not always easy. Tony A. Gaskins Jr. said this quote: "You can give a person knowledge, but you can't make them think. Some people want to remain fools only because the truth requires change." All right, Brian, pay attention to this part. You met me, you saw at least two parts to my personality. One was the actor Sifu, and the other was fucked up Tony. Yeah, and and I'll admit that Saturday after the Sifu act, I was as fucked up as a football bat. Fuck yeah, I was, man. I mean, jeez. Yeah, it was a mess. Right, because I didn't realize how much energy and effort I put into the Sifu performance. But it was worth it because I was making other people happy and I was enjoying the hell out of myself. I did. Right. You fucking juvenile delinquent sorry boys just don't seem to realize the truth. Here you are, fucking with me, because suddenly I'm not quite the man you thought I was, and rather than sitting down and having a regular conversation, all of a sudden you're throwing shade and talking shit and telling me I'm still fucked up and I got issues. Yeah, I got issues, but the ones that you seem to think are issues, oh fuck no, that ain't an issue. Yeah, so Brian. Okay, pay attention again. I don't give a flying fuck if you like me or not. I don't wake up every day to impress none of you motherfuckers. Now, this is the picture is actually Mickey Mouse, and he's got his arms spread wide. He's a happy motherfucker. And yeah, it's because he don't give a fuck. And I don't neither. You know, I've been trying too hard to impress other people and suppressing who I am. You know, in the apparently vain hope that I'll get a pat on the head and be told, "Oh, you're a good boy." Fuck that. I live in the brutal honesty regime, bitch. I don't lie to other people, and I don't lie to myself neither. And if you can't handle it, that's your fucking problem. Oh, and you know, you're probably saying, "Oh shit, this raggedy motherfucker's gonna come by and put two in the back of my head." No. No, now I just want you to pay attention and recognize, Junior, don't ever think that the reason I am peaceful is because I forgot how to be violent. I've forgotten more ways to hurt people than you probably know. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean the next time I see you, I'm just gonna come break it off in your ass. I don't need to do that. But just in case, you know, you're gonna call up your Antifa buddies and say, "Oh, let's lay a smackdown on this old, weak, and tired bitch. We can take him, and then the other conservatives will keep their mouth shut." Fuck you. My old, weak, and tired low-T ass will whoop the ass of some Antifa soy boys. And if you don't think I can't, you fucking line them up and you watch me. Okay, Junior? Now, pay attention again. This is not a threat or incitement to violence. No. The threat level is 0. No, I don't need to do that. Now, I'm a lucky man. I've learned many ways to hurt people. Everything from Indonesian karate to ninjutsu to Masoyama Karate, hardcore, to Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, and my own fighting style, the bona fide badass motherfucker Sonny Liston. That's right. You don't know what I'm gonna fucking pull out of my bag to throw on your nasty ass. But that doesn't mean I want to. I've had good teachers. You know, a wise man knows when to fight. So, I'm just telling you, man. If you think you're gonna intimidate me by violence, you got another thing coming, Junior. You know, you kids have been indoctrinated in this bullshit so deep that, yeah, everything's fake. Sungazing.com has a nice little meme. It says, society has become so fake that the truth bothers people. And yes, you know, like I said, the Irish fella lives in a brutal honesty regime. Yeah, and I don't need to deliberately hurt people's feelings. But I just tell the truth. And some people freak out when they hear the truth because they can't handle it. But you figure someone who has at least 2 brain cells to rub together and get a spark, that they would recognize truth. You know, if you're so enlightened and tolerant that the infinite should be whispering in your ear and said, yeah, you know, might be uncomfortable, but this is truth. You need to pay attention. But there ain't none of that. It's like, yeah, I am this guy. You know, here he is. You know, he's one of my heroes. You know, I've talked about this picture before. There's this guy, you know, everybody in the crowd, they got that SJW salute going. And he is like I said in the other video, I don't give a fuck. I ain't down with this shit. That's right. And I am not down with the SJW protocol telling me that you're gonna put that little grid together and you look at me and say, Negro. Okay, check the box. Well, and that's it. That's the only way you're gonna deal with me. You're not gonna bother to check out the Cherokee or the Creek or the Irish parts of my ancestry. You know, you're gonna go, oh, well, let's see what we did. Yep. Oh, let's see. Now, if you don't vote for the Democrat, then you a raggedy motherfucker and we don't want nothing to do with it. Well, bitch, who I vote for first is none of your fucking business. And second, when I step into that voting booth, it's me. It's not you staring over my shoulder telling me I should vote for this person or that person. You know, really, who I vote for is none of your business. And I'm not sharing my political views to deliberately piss people off. I'm sharing my views because this is who I am. So, yeah, this raggedy motherfucker here. Yeah, see, Brian, this is who you were looking at before. You were looking at Sifu. He's a NPC. He's programmed. Yeah, and I'll admit it. Yes, it was a coping mechanism to deal with the pain and trauma of being divorced and alone. Readily admit that. And I jumped into that shit. You know, into the deep end of the pool. Fuck yeah, this is working. So it helped me to, you know, have that little slender reed to hang on to, you know, manage stay in that little island of stability while the hurricane was around me. But for some reason, Brian, you seem to have assumed, yes, the leftist term, assumed that this is all I am. Well, bitch, I didn't do that with you. Why are you doing that with me? Why are you suddenly so upset and saying, we got to talk because I'm worried about your Facebook posts and you have issues? Bitch, I don't have no issues that I can't handle. And that's what makes it so frustrating, this whole situation. You knew me better than anybody else at Decomp. You seen me get on stage and show my ass and seen how much I was enjoying it. And then you saw me the next day in the aftermath when I was all fucked up and vulnerable. And you were nice. You didn't fuck with me. You were cool. You helped me recover my balance. And I do appreciate that. But what the fuck? You know what? The whole reason I started my channel was to embrace who I am. And I've been doing it. Now, the EXILE, yeah, the EXILE is something else. But we'll discuss Sifu for a moment first. Now, Sifu is still around. He's dropping instructional videos. Have you watched one? No. Well, why not? I thought you were my friend. There's a link right in my profile on the Facebook page. But for some reason, he decided, not worth it? Or you were just too busy? I understand, you got your own life. But I thought you might peek. And bitch, you can look back. You can go into my profile and scan back and you can see my Facebook post. And you can see I show up. I drop a truth bomb. I share a word of encouragement. If someone's having a situation and I've had something similar, I share it and say, and share how relevant it is to the current situation. Well, that's what a teacher does. And, you didn't respond to me personally, but I was hoping you were reading and saying, wow, he's doing pretty good. But now, yeah. Now, just like I said in the other video, you see that fucking mask? That's Sifu. That's going away. Now the real me is here, and for some reason, it's got you so twisted off, you don't know what the fuck to do. You're like, what the fuck? I'm just as much me now as I was then. I'm still dropping truth bombs. I'm still dispensing wisdom. But for some reason, you used that SJW tunnel vision and you just focused in on one thing and said, oh, this guy ain't bona fide no more. Fuck him. Really? There we go. And I tell you, now that there is more to me than you have seen. And for some reason, you see more of me and you're freaking out. Well, maybe if you had a little more testosterone in your system and you understood how men relate to each other, you wouldn't be freaking out like a little bitch. Yes, I went there. So, yeah. Here is Al Pacino in Scarface. And yes, he is a bona fide badass motherfucker. And, his attitude, I agree exactly with the caption that goes with this meme. You need people like me. I ask the questions you're afraid to ask, to expose the truth you're not ready to accept. And it sure as fuck look like you don't want to accept the truth. One of your friends is growing and changing, and suddenly you don't like the changes and you try to shame him? Fuck you! If you don't like the changes, you come to me like a man and say, okay, this is what I don't like. What's going on? What's making you act this way? How can you change? You didn't say that. You just said you wanted to talk. And then the next time we interacted on Facebook, yeah, now I remember. Let's see, what was the phrase? Yes, testosterone poisoning. Well, I was offended because that statement is implying that just because I'm a male and I'm breathing air, that I'm fucking toxic. And now, isn't the deal, with you tolerant leftists is that, being offended is in the mind of the beholder? Oh, see, you didn't think I was paying attention, did you? Yeah, bitch. So, what's up with, oh, it's a joke. Why are you projecting? Bitch, I was offended. Why can't I get an apology? Because I'm a man? Because I'm black? Because I'm not woke? Well, bitch, I ain't woke. I am awake. That's right. I am awake, unafraid, and unbreakable. And, man, whoever wrote this up, it says unknown, but this motherfucker is bona fide as hell. And it's the one thing, it's so good. When I get my printer set up, I'm gonna print this sumbitch out and hang it on the wall so I can look at it all the time. Yes, thought of the day. Your value does not decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Yeah, for some reason, I had value to you before, but now that I'm suddenly saying things that are conservative, my value has dropped to 0? Fuck you! I don't even know what your political beliefs are, but I'm not valuing you at 0 because I don't see you walking down the street wearing a MAGA hat. Oh, but see, I don't get the same fucking consideration. I'm a little bitch because I dare to wear a MAGA hat. Because I dare to say, Trump, build my fucking wall. Because I dare to say, the bureaucracy is too big and it needs to be smaller. So there is less shekels being extracted from my pocket. For some reason, that makes me a little bitch. You're fucking unbelievable. Where's your fucking tolerance now? See, the moment I'm not following the SJW script, you're gonna try to put a fucking boot in my ass. Fuck you. So Brian, yeah, this is a nice little picture that describes the entire situation here. You acting like a little raggedy motherfucking bitch, talking shit. Oh, in fact, what? Yes, that reminds me. Yes, the Gillette ad. Yeah. Now here's what twisted me off, bitch. Here we are. Gillette puts this ad out, and there's a lot of pissed off people. So, I ain't scared to be afraid. That's why I posted that response about toxic femininity. Yeah. Sorry about that. And so, I believe it was E.T. that said, what exactly did you not like about the ad? And I broke it down for you. I said it was virtue signaling. There was no attempt to sell a product. And I also made a point of mentioning if they had done the exact same commercial in a news conference and said, we need to focus on this situation because we feel it's important, I would have said, oh, hey, no problem. But that ad showed 0 positive traits of being a man, except the ones that you wanted to push. And for some reason, I gave that response and that was completely ignored by you and E.T. First, you, in the second line of your response, you say, oh, you're triggered because it's exposing things you don't want to examine as a man. You raggedy motherfucker. I had a near-death experience last month. And you know what? I wasn't afraid of dying. That's right. It's because there was something I was more afraid of. But I looked that butt motherfucker in the face and gave it the pimp hand and kicked it to the curb. So, you think your little juvenile attempt at shaming language is gonna even make me stumble? You made me stop and think. And that's why I'm doing this video, to tell you to your face that you are as fucked up as a football bat. Yeah, if somebody's making changes and suddenly it surprises you, your first reaction is to use shaming language. And then when they try to engage you, you completely ignore the measured, thoughtful response and go right into the shaming language. Like, you a bitch. What the fuck was that? Now, that's not to say that the issue isn't important. It's not to say it shouldn't be discussed. But you couldn't stay in your lane and discuss one subject at a time? You and E.T. completely ignored it. Oh, and for E.T., pass this on to him. Yo, bitch. What is up with that? You know, I'm at least twice as old as you. And you're talking shit like, I have zero idea about how marketing and advertising works. You a lying motherfucker. When I was in high school, yes, high school, I did my own ad. Now, I took a comedy approach, but I made all the props myself. I wrote the script. I set everything up. You know, it was in the classroom, but I had everything set up just like cameras were there to tape a regular commercial. And I was a junior in high school, and I got an A on that raggedy motherfucker. So, don't tell me I don't know what the fuck is going on. See, I tried to tell you. It's like, why didn't they stay in their lane and look at their core market and make an ad responding to them? Well, they just told every man in America, you a raggedy motherfucker and there is nothing good in you. Well, why the fuck would I buy their product? Now, if they had done the same commercial and even put 10 seconds of a man being positive, like protecting his family, or teaching his daughter how to work on the car, or teaching his daughter how to ride a bike. That was all they had to do. Oh, but no. You little virtue signaling bitches that, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna stick it to them, you know, because we're woke. Yeah, I know what fucking woke means. Woke means the brainwashing is complete and you've been imprinted with the SJW protocol, because evidently you now lack the mental capacity to actually think beyond that script that's been imprinted in you. Not everybody follows that script, bitch. I write my own script and I don't need your fucking help. See, you raggedy shade throwing motherfuckers are just like this. But okay, Brian, I want you to specifically pay attention to this part. Now see, this is it right here. What you and E.T. did. And that bitch who thinks testosterone is a poison. You motherfuckers are throwing shade, thinking you're gonna diminish me and shame me into getting into lockstep with the SJW protocol. Fuck you. Now that's not to say there aren't issues that aren't important. That's not to say that there aren't issues that need to be addressed. But bitch, talk to me like a man. And not like a fucking kid that got lost on his way from the store. I'm a grown-ass man, and I don't need somebody half my age telling me I'm fucked up. The parts of me that are fucked up, I know about. But this part is not. Now, want you to know the reason I'm doing this response as a video instead of talking to you in person is because authorities tend to take a dim view of somebody deploying a pimp hand in public. And you done pissed me off so much that I may not be able to show the proper restraint. So, as the man said, discretion is the better part of valor. So I'm doing this instead of having to look at your nasty ass. Oh, and just so you know, I'm still doing my best to interact with the counterculture community that know me on Facebook. I want people with talent to show up on my channel. Music, performance art, painting. Oh, hell yeah. I already said well before this, and I'm not backing off from that. I want to open my channel to everybody in the counterculture community. But that don't mean I have to take bullshit from no juvenile delinquent soy boy who thinks he knows better because he's been imprinted and now he's a blue-pilled machine part. I'm not a fucking machine part. I'm a grown-ass man. I am a MGTOW monk. I am going my own way. I made the choice to go off by myself, to get my own shit together. And I try to share that with y'all, and you motherfuckers come back and do this to me? Fuck you! So, right here is the whole thing in one picture. And just like I said in the other video, you raggedy motherfuckers showed up, and suddenly the stuff you see is like, is this the same nigga that was doing this before? Well, you know what? You could drop an N-bomb on me. You could call me a raggedy motherfucker. But you know what? I follow the African proverb. It don't matter what you call me. What matters is what I answer to. And bitch, I ain't answering to you. I tried to be nice to you. I tried to engage you. And what did you do? You completely ignored what I was saying and went straight into virtue signaling. Like that was gonna shame me into getting into lockstep. Well, you know, I practice. I can goose step with the best of them, but that don't mean I have to, bitch. So Brian, you know, I'm sorry things turned out this way. You know, I've been undergoing months of ruthless, vicious psychological nudity and hardcore evaluation. So I can be the best person I can, not only for me, but to help other people. And to have a raggedy motherfucker like you show up because suddenly you don't like what you see, you gonna throw shade on me and not even try to understand me? Fuck you. Damn. I never asked you about your political views. It don't matter. You know, if we had a political conversation and we had differences, you know, we could have hung out, smoked the bowl, and talked politics and not be mad at all. But see, you couldn't do that. You had to fucking throw shade and act like a little bitch and think, oh yeah, this'll teach him. We'll give him the bitch hand and we'll get him in line and he'll be a little drone just like us. The fuck I will. That's right. So Brian, now one more thing I want to tell you. I'm not mad at you. Now, this talk, yeah, this talk is raw as a motherfucker, but that's the way I am when I do these videos. I don't hold shit back. That's right. I bare my soul and show my ass. Because I want people to know. Yeah, you look back at the beginning of my video, I know you haven't and you probably won't. But other people that have looked at my videos, they can see, yeah, I was fucked up as a football bat at the start, but I laid it all fucking out there. That's right. You can see the entire progression of me saying, what the fuck am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? And every time you raggedy motherfuckers throwed shade on me, I did it again. Yes, I have a playlist called 21st Century Schizoid Man, where I document where every time somebody fucks with me, I fucking threw it into neutral and parked and said, what the fuck am I doing? Is it making sense to me? You know, is it increasing my karma? And I keep going back. You know, I'm giving myself the pimp hand, saying, what the fuck? Here I am being open and honest and telling the truth. And people are trying to feed me shit sandwiches. Well, motherfucker, you need to recognize not everybody is in that same blue-pilled, programmed NPC category you are. Some of us know better. We've taken the red pill of truth and we know the fucking truth. And we're spreading the truth. And you are not gonna stop me. E.T. is not gonna stop me. None of you raggedy motherfuckers is gonna stop me. Even dying ain't gonna stop me. Cause I already know there's more to life than you can see. And if you had taken the time to actually look at my Facebook post or examine a video, you'd know that. Instead of being triggered like a little soy boy bitch and trying to throw shade on me to shame me and make me get in lockstep with your bullshit agenda. Fuck no. I am a man. I may be old, weak, and tired and low T, and yes, I've said that many times before, and it's all true. I ain't gonna lie about it, but I'm still a man. So, but before I go, I need to say thank you because you helped me codify my statement of principles. Now, currently in the About section of my YouTube channel, there's a blurb talking about Seafood Black Irish. Well, that raggedy motherfucker is an NPC. He's been kicked to the curb. I don't need to fucking go into full hardcore seafood mode to be able to teach. So, I don't need that fucking mask no more. And if you're freaked out because the mask is gone and you see the real me, you don't like what to see, well, bitch, you need to just step the fuck off then. Since you can't seem to accept someone as they are, and you want to change them to your idea of what's supposed to be good, oh, fuck no. We ain't in fucking Russia. We're in fucking America. I have the right and the freedom to do whatever the fuck I want. I ain't breaking it off in nobody's ass. I ain't hurting nobody. But for some reason, because it's not exactly the way you think I'm supposed to be, you're the one that's triggered. You're the one that's assuming all this bullshit, and you're the one that don't have a fucking clue. You could have. You could have. We could have kicked it at Dutch Brothers, and I would have laid it all out for you. And you see, son of a bitch, this raggedy motherfucker did get his shit together. But, oh, fuck no, you didn't want to see that. So, you know, I guess you're just going to have to remain in blissful ignorance. So, my time is almost up. But before I go, I'm going to read you the blurb about the way I really am. I am the exile. I am a man who is charting his own course. I make the choice to walk a path of solitude and reflection. I do not need the validation of anyone to be fulfilled in my life. I choose to deal with the pain of loneliness, something I can control, rather than being subject to hypergamy and other aspects of female nature, something I cannot control. I admit to having become an irascible curmudgeon and 85% misogynist. I've earned this privilege by sheer survival, because I could have been dead many times over. I walk on a path towards radical self-actualization. The only person I need to be better than tomorrow is the person I am today. You may not have noticed, but it's true. I am unlike any person you have ever met. I am neither average or conventional, evidenced by my attitude and style. I've done and seen more things than you think. I know more things than you expect. I am an embodiment of an old-timey Renaissance man. And if you had taken the trouble to listen to my videos, you would know that. But you couldn't go through all the trouble to actually understand somebody before you tried to break it off in their ass, did you? I am ready to learn anything and teach almost anything. There's a lot of stuff I don't know, but I'm always willing to learn. And I've got lots of little nuggets stuck away in my brain that I'm willing to share with anybody who's willing to learn. I choose to walk in the wilderness, to reach those high places rarely seen by man. I do so in preparation, becoming ready to commune with the infinite and draw wisdom from that bonding. And I've already done it more than once. I am one voice, though there are many of us, men going their own way. I am a monk in exile. Now, so, let me break it down for you, Junior. This last sentence, that this should be simple enough for even you to understand. I am awake, unafraid, and unbreakable. And I am a bona fide badass motherfucker. Because I say I am and I prove it every day. I am the exile. Yeah, this is me. If you can't handle me, that's just too fucking bad. I had no problem dealing with you the way you are. And if you've gone through changes, I would revel and celebrate them with you. Or if you're really, really fucked up, as in you're gonna fucking hurt yourself or kill yourself, I try to help you. But you see somebody trying to improve himself, and all of a sudden it goes to, oh geez, this raggedy motherfucker ain't going the way he's supposed to. Well, who the fuck made you the traffic guard telling me what lane I could go in? I chart my own path. And I ain't hurting anybody. The only person I hurt when I fuck up is me. And if I fuck up somebody else and hurt them, I definitely apologize and try to make it better. But you sure didn't. So, if I see you somewhere, I ain't gonna give you the pimp hand. I'll say hello, I'll be cordial, but close? Fuck no. You proved you don't want me to be close. Just because some little parts of me show up and you don't like what you see? Fuck you. I'm my own man, and I don't need to come up to you like a puppy looking for a milk bone to get validation. Fuck no. And it's still true. Yes. despite the efforts of you raggedy motherfuckers to throw shade on me, it is still true. Some of the best days of my life haven't happened yet.